Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here in June. A very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. And welcome to Saturday's edition of the dceu Daily. It is official. Not only am I 47 years old today, thank you very much for any greetings I get in the comments down below. A happy birthday wouldn't hurt you, would it? The Joker movie is now officially the most successful R-rated movie in film history. Globally, that is, because domestic doesn't matter. Domestic is one country. Globally is all the fans in the whole world going back and watching this film again and again and again. I told you, didn't I? Remember? When I was telling you this film would be just shy of $1 billion, who knows? It still could gross $1 billion. Who knows? I remember one comment after I said this in a video said it will be lucky to make 500 million. Who should be listening to Big Mouth? Who should be listening to Mickey Boy? All of you. Saint tells me you will be listening to me in future. This film has woke Hollywood the fuck up. It really, really has. This film is something different. This film is something special. It's a real film. Now, what's so exciting about this are the possibilities for the future. Walter Hamada has come in, took over DC Films at a time when everybody was saying we don't really want to be involved because it's such a mess. He came in, Aquaman, $1 billion, Shazam, big profit. I haven't heard anyone say anything negative about this film. The Joker movie. So what have we got here? Something extremely special. A DC franchise with a variety of content. Shazam, a family movie. Joker, a gritty R-rated movie with social commentary. Birds of Prey next year. And then in the middle of the year in the summer, Wonder Woman 1984. Now, I've heard that Joe Kinnaman is saying that he's enjoying the filming on the Suicide Squad and he feels like he hasn't had so much fun on a movie in his life, saying it feels like he's doing a comedy. Now, I know a lot of Snyder acolytes are trying to spin this as a negative, and it is not a negative. You've got a Joker movie that's really gritty and really hardcore, and then in 2021 we'll have the Suicide Squad, which will be a bit lighter, lots of action, lots of fun. This is becoming a franchise with a variety. Some fun movies, some family movies, and some hardcore, dark movies like The Joker. This is not a negative thing. This is not a bad thing. I am a fan of Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, but every DC film doesn't have to be and shouldn't be like this. Suicide Squad will have humour in it. It will be lighter, and that's okay. This is not a negative, and don't let anyone tell you it is a negative. It's really, really exciting to be a DC film fan right now. I just think Walter Hamada's done a great job, and the money that Joker's making is sensational. But this is a film, unlike the MCU, this is a film that's actually brilliant, hard-hitting, hardcore, and it deserves the money it's making. I rewatched Spider-Man Far From Home, hoping I would enjoy it a lot more the second time around. It is a terrible, dull movie, and I'll be doing a review on it, and I like to do reviews after I've had an opportunity to rewatch it via being at home when it's first released. I like to review them while they're in the cinema, but then I like to give them a second glance and see what I can see or get from them a second time around. So that's happening a little bit later on. I'm very, very behind schedule today, as I'm sure you're all aware. You people who follow Big Mouth religiously and regularly will know that I should have done this video hours ago. So it's going to be a shorter video so we can upload it a bit quicker. But yes, Ryan Reynolds has even congratulated Joker, which is brilliant. Check his account out on Twitter. But isn't it funny? They always try and bring DC movies down. They tried with Man of Steel, calling it too dark. They said Batman v Superman was a bad movie, also too dark. They said Suicide Squad was a mess. They liked Wonder Woman. They hated Justice League. Most of us hated Justice League because they destroyed Zack's work. But isn't it interesting? Instead of, since Justice League, DC movies in the box office having a downturn, they've had an upturn, $1 billion for Aquaman. Now, Shazam is the lowest grossing film in DCEU history, but because the budget was so low, it made one hell of a profit, which is amazing, and everybody loved that film. And the Joker has captured people's imaginations, going to the Bronx, dancing on the stairs that the Joker danced on. It is absolutely a sensational result, not just in the box office, but in people's hearts. This film has people coming out from it, not wanting to purchase a gun and do some damage, but actually wanting to be kinder to society, to help people suffering with mental health. People watching this film suffering with mental health, wanting to go and get help because of watching this film. This film has not just woken up Hollywood the fuck up, it's woken up society. It's brilliant, but most important of all about this film, The Joker, it's actually a fantastic version of this comic book character. People say this isn't a comic book movie. It is. Brilliant Batman Easter eggs. We even see Bruce Wayne. We even see his parents getting killed. And as I say, a brilliant version of the clown prince of crime, you know. Brilliant. So it's a success across the board. And what this means is we'll definitely get a Joker sequel. My theory is that what we're watching is the real Joker, but Arthur Fleck is fantasizing that it's him. That's what I think this movie is, and I think that will be realized in a Joker sequel, which will be very, very exciting. But it's not just a Joker sequel that we're going to be getting. We're definitely going to get more Black Label movies, and the world is their oyster. They can do a Black Label movie now about anything that they damn well want. We are getting, like, are they building up a Crisis on Infinite Earths here? The Joker universe, the Batman universe, you know, the DCEU. It's starting to look like they're trying to build something up here. And, of course, that will be very, very interesting and very, very exciting. And next year's a big year, as I've said before, with Birds of Prey, The Emancipation of One, Harley Quinn, which I think, again, is an R-rated movie. It will be a very hard R. The violence will be graphic, but it will be funny. A lot funnier than what the Joker was. So again, you're going to have some fun with that. And Wonder Woman 1984 is a very different movie. It absolutely isn't a sequel. It isn't a direct sequel. Patty's spot on when she describes it as the Indiana Jones films, where those films were made out of context in chapter. So you've got Raiders of the Lost Ark, but then you've got a couple of those films set before Raiders as well. And I think this is what Wonder Woman 1984 is, from what I gathered from the test screening. Definitely not a continuation of what you've seen. It's still that Wonder Woman. It's still the Wonder Woman we enjoyed in Justice League as well. But, as I say, the chapters are out of context. And maybe, or maybe not, that's how they're still as a Steve Trevor. We shall see, or you shall see, because I already have seen. And I was very happy with what I've seen. So what do you think of Joker being the most successful box office R-rated movie globally of all time? Are you happy? Are you sad? Did you see it coming? Please comment down below. Please like, share and subscribe. And don't forget, you can keep this conversation going over on my Twitter @MoviesTVMad. So get over there now.